Okay, it is Sunday and we're ready. And please forgive me if my voice goes in and out a little bit. I am having voice issues from the congestion that I have from these allergies. So hopefully it'll be pretty good tonight. I've got my hot drink right here to get me started, and hopefully that will keep everything okay through the show. So tonight is one and done night. Let me put that banner up because I forgot to do that, so that everybody coming in will know that it is one and done night. That means that everything we have is the last one of its kind, or maybe in that color or metal, and they cannot be reordered. So once it's gone, it is gone. So you've got to get in there fast. If there's something you want, go ahead and claim it before somebody else does, so that nobody steals your jewelry. Hi, Mom. You cannot report them, by the way, for stealing this jewelry, because it's not yours until it's actually at your house, or you pay for it, one or the other. Anyway, hopefully you're having a great Sunday. Ours was actually pretty nice. It was cool today, but it was sunny, and so it was so pretty outside. The weather looked really nice. What did you think, Juanita? It was a little cool, but it was really pretty, wasn't it? Lots of sunshine. So if you're sitting like the back of our house, we have a sliding glass door on it. If you're sitting right inside that sliding glass door, it actually gets hot because that sun is coming through there. And you can sit there and kind of soak it up like a cat. I have to move away from it because I get too warm. But anyway, we really enjoyed it. So hopefully you've also had some decent weather where you're at, and you've been able to get some things done this weekend. Actually, it was kind of a lazy weekend. Yeah, it was a little bit chilly. I had to put on like a jacket if I went outside. I couldn't go out in my short sleeves. I did try because I get so hot in jackets, but it was just a little bit too cool to be out there without one. So same way with yesterday. Had to put on a little light jacket just to keep my arms warm. But it was pretty nice. All right, hopefully I'm not going to sneeze. Let's see. I've got my tissues right here, so if I sneeze, we're good. Or cough. But I'm hoping this is not the precursor to spring allergies. I'm not looking forward to that. So we just start now, and I'll be congested for like 8 months. It'll be fine. Jacket weather for you today too, Mom? Yeah. I think that's kind of where everybody was at. It didn't seem like anybody was super cold like we had been the past couple weeks. So that's nice. All right. As I mentioned, one and done night. So let's go ahead and get started. The one thing that is not one and done is the necklace that I'm wearing. This is called Charmed, I'm sure. Let's see. I think I have another one back here. Yep. This is one of our blockbusters. So we have this all the time. This is the one that I'm wearing today. Has several charms hanging from it, some little hearts, some flowers, some beads. I love this, what do we call this, cord that is braided through the chain. So loving that. And then we have some pretty beads up here as well. So this one is a blockbuster, as I mentioned. Hi, Becky. We do have it all the time. But if you want one of these, this is not going to be numbered tonight. If you do want one of these, we've got it in black and brown. I have that in stock. And you can just tell me you want my necklace, and I'll get that for you. Okay, now we'll get started with the numbered stuff. How's your weather, Becky? You said you're still a little cool, right? But it's a lot warmer than it has been. I saw your comments earlier. Hi, Shannon. You enjoying the nice weather? Looking forward to getting out to maybe some SMPW in the next week or two, with it not being so bitterly cold and windy. It's been sunshiny at least, so we can stand out there and get warm. All right, our first pair tonight is Treasure Grove in brown. So we've got a floral earring in silver, have a little light brown, like a topazy brown rhinestone in the center. This is the length and size of these earrings, so decent size. Nice medium to large. They're not huge. They're not tiny. Hi, Aunt Dora. You go tomorrow? Okay. You have to let me know how it is. Number 31 for tonight. Hi, Ruth. Thank you for sharing. So what location are you at tomorrow, Shannon? I was looking at Moore Square. There's not too many openings. Not for February. maybe as it gets warmer. Anyway, next up, this one, the tag never stays on it, so I just took it off for right now. This is called Frond Fable in brass. This is a cuff bracelet. Opening on the front for this one. You can see the little leaves cut out. So we do just have one of these. This is Frond Fable in brass. Again, the opening is on the front on this one instead of on the back. So really cute brass bracelet with the leaves. This is number 32. Yeah, I saw you said it was in the 40s. That is unusually warm for February in the north. So that's great. You're at Moore Square. Okay, good. I saw you're working with Kim Evans. Acacia's mom and Kim are friends. That's how we met her originally. She was on a trip to New York that we all took several years ago. So that was the first time we met her. This is called Plains Paradise in multi. And let me tell you something unexpected about this necklace. You see the peach and the rust and the greenish pebbles in this one. My friend wore this the other day with a burgundy top. And I never would have put it with a burgundy top because it doesn't have any burgundy in it. But it coordinated really, really nicely and looked sharp against that burgundy. This one has wavy, glittery discs as well in that second layer. And then a third layer of pebbles. We have the espresso colored beads. This, I just had to adjust the length because I had it adjusted all the way out. This is the length. So our first one sitting at about mid-chest. Okay, you haven't met her before. Well, she knows us, so don't talk about us too much. You can talk about Max. The last one is at the bust. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here below the bust, which is also going to move this down to about here. So it'll be a bust or lower necklace. Plains Paradise in multi. This one is number 33. There we go. All right. Number 34. All kinds of stuff here tonight. We have Solar Cycle in brass. So we have some brass rings, a little beveled edge on the inside with a dot motif. Kind of look like suns, right? Or full moons. They call it solar cycle, so I assume they're supposed to be suns, but they could be moons as well. This one hangs just above that collar with the 2-inch extension. It is going to hang down to about here, which is just above mid-chest. So not quite a mid-chest necklace, but you're definitely going to be able to get it below this collar. So we have Solar Cycle in brass. This is going to be number 34. Hey, Esley, look at you. I am glad to see you. I'm glad to see everybody. Everybody's bored, huh? No football tonight. Which reminds me, next week we will not have a show on Sunday because it's Super Bowl Sunday. And so everybody is going to be otherwise occupied. Max and I are actually going to be working because somebody wants to work on Super Bowl Sunday. So we'll be working. You guys will be watching football. And we'll get back with you after that. All right, next up we have Ocean Floor Oracle in pink. So this has that nice baby pink in the middle, and then we have little shell type pieces. There we go. They have the little mother of pearl finish on those in the inside, and then a little abstract, kind of a nest feature around the outside. This is the length and size. So we have Ocean Floor Oracle in pink, number 35. And Esley always has nice weather. Actually, she said last night that it was raining there. But, I mean, it's California. How bad can it be, right? I'm kidding, Esley. I know. Some days are better than others. Let's see. Looking for a question. We're on our first question for tonight. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try this one. 5 answers. Let's go with number 2. Name something you always forget if you don't write it down. Something you always forget if you don't write it down. You have flash flood warnings? I'm sorry. I hope you don't get the mudslides again. We get flash flood warnings when we get hard rain too. We're good usually where our property is, but around us is bad. Doctor's appointments, number 3. Shopping list, that was it, Becky. That was number 2. Grocery shopping list. Hi, Violet. Make a doctor's appointment. We got appointments. That was number 3. So we've got appointments and a grocery list. What else do you forget if you don't write it down? Chores. Chores are not on there. Do you report your service hours? My app reminds me. Thank goodness for apps, right? A recipe. Recipe is a good thought. It's not on there, but that's good. Because, yes, you're going to need that recipe. Don't worry. Florida might fall off in the ocean one day, too. So California won't be alone. California and Florida will both be there. Phone numbers. Number 1. Number 1. You don't write down somebody's phone number when they give it to you or have them put it in your phone. It's gone. So we have phone numbers, grocery lists, appointments, school pictures. School picture day, easy to forget. Not on the list, though. Something you forget if you don't write it down. You tend to get some calls if you forget these. People will call you, not to head chat. They don't want to chat with you. Anniversaries, that's a good thought too. Not on there. Addresses also didn't make it. Directions, not on there. Thank goodness for GPS. Bills, yep, to pay your bills on time. Number 4. People's names. People's names are on there, not your kids' names. If you're forgetting your kids' names, we have some other things that you can do. We usually call them by the wrong names. Hi, Sylvia. Good to see you. So, yeah, if you have to write down your kids' names, that may be an issue. But other people's names, I always forget. I am so glad that we now have the phones and you can have them put in their name spelled correctly. So I let people put their names in my phone themselves. And that way I don't mess it up. So they can put their name in there correctly so I can remember their name. And then sometimes I'll add a little modifier after like where I met them so that I know who this is. And then put their phone number in there and see I've got their stuff. So phones are a great invention. The cell phone, mine includes my entire life. All right. So now that we are past this, let's go on to the next piece. I'm going to run out of voice because I keep talking. Urban Rain in multi. This is a hinge closure bracelet, which means it opens on the side. You have a hinge on the other side. All along the front, we have black, silver, and white rhinestones in between 2 silver bars. So we just have one of these. Everything's a one and done tonight. This is Urban Rain in multi, number 36. I like that one because it can match different things. White, black, your silver hematite things. It's always nice to be able to use a piece for different purposes. Use them with more than one thing. All right, next up we have earrings. These are called Cosmic Destination in black. So we have a textured kite type piece. I'm not going to call that hammered because that is like way beyond hammered. We're just going to call it textured. And then we have a triangle in the black, shiny black. These kind of look like, they kind of look like space, right? This is the length and size. Really pretty and eye-catching in the black and silver. So these are Cosmic Destination. Number 37. How's your weather, Sylvia? We haven't heard from your corner yet. Sylvia's in Nebraska, so not too far from Becky. Have you been having nicer weather too? Let me get a drink so I can keep talking. All right, our next piece is in purple. This is called Battle of the Bombshells. So you have purple metallic beads in several different shapes and sizes, as well as some faceted silver and just round polished silver beads, all clustered along this chain. Earrings are also the purple metallic beads. 50s and foggy rainy yesterday. That's not too bad, though. Your temperature's way up. And rain beats all that snow, right? This is the length. So it is going to sit down below your collar. Not quite to mid-chest, but with the 2-inch extension, it's actually going to go past mid-chest. So it'll hang right in here between mid-chest and the bust. So we have a Battle of the Bombshells. Really pretty in purple. This one is number 38. So what kind of Sunday did everybody have? Did you have a lazy Sunday? Did you get stuff done today? Were you productive? I hate being productive on Sunday. Sunday's my lazy day. I did have to take a little trip up the road, take something back to Amazon, but it wasn't bad. So it wasn't completely lazy. It also was not completely productive. I came home and took a nap after that. Naps are great on Sunday. They feel better, right? All right, this is a long necklace in purple. We have that beautiful purple rhinestone. Mom got stuff done. Look at that. And Aunt Dora, you organized your laundry room. You can come help me organize anytime. I need help with the jewelry. Somebody can help me organize this jewelry room. So we have this beautiful purple rhinestone in the center, sleek modern fitting in the silver, and then our tassel at the bottom. This is called Timeless Talisman. Our rhinestone hangs right below mid-abdomen, so in the lower abdomen, and going all the way down to the dropped waist here. With the 2-inch extension, it's actually going to go past that dropped waist. So right there. This does have large enough links that if you wanted to shorten it, you could fasten right into one of those links, pull it up a little bit. You need someone to help you paint your bathroom. I know I've got a gallon of paint sitting here right now. It's been sitting here for probably a couple months. And I need to repaint my hallway because everybody keeps scuffing the walls as they walk along in the hallway. So this is Timeless Talisman in purple. Maybe we can all just exchange services. Number 39. We'll all go to Sylvia's and paint the bathroom. And then we'll all come here and organize the jewelry room. And then we'll all go somewhere else and do something else. Go do yard work for somebody. Maybe Esley, because her weather's nice. All right. And number 40. Get this off of here. And I'll just do like an exchange system. Yeah, I thought it sounded good, Sylvia. This one is called Jewel Jubilee in red. So we have some pretty bright red, and they're a little bit on the orangey red side. We have some opaque beads and some chunky transparent beads. We have the oval links, and these are just very slightly oval. They're not quite round. A couple layers of chain down here at the bottom, 3. 2 smaller ones, 1 larger one. I have them twisted around. You can also wear them hanging loose like this. I kind of like to twist them and have them twisted at the bottom. This is the length. So our links and our little jewels hanging up here in the upper and lower chest, as well as the upper abdomen. Didn't think of that word. And then our chain links hanging down here by what would be your waistband. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to be down here at the dropped waist. We're going to go drink wine at the bakery. You have a bakery with wine? That sounds great. Jewel Jubilee in red. Sounds like the best idea ever. This one is number 40 tonight. I need to open that bakery. All right, let's see. You know, wait for her, Mom. Esley wants you to wait for her. We're all going together. All right, let's see. 5 answers. Ooh, let's go with number 4. Name something you do driving, regular driving, but not during your driver's test. Something you do driving, but not on your driver's test. Don't let the instructor, or what is that? What is that called? The person that takes you on your driving test, don't let them see you do these. My bakery. Play the radio loud. Oh, really close. Not playing the radio loud. Yell at the other drivers. Do you do that, Shannon? I do that. Sing. Sing was number 5. Not going to sing during your driving test? Put on makeup. Ooh, that is not on there. No, there was yelling at the other drivers, so you're safe for that. Change the radio station. Also not on there. Not stopping completely at the stop sign. That is really close. Max did that right in front of a police officer. Just ran right through a stop sign. He got a ticket. $240. The fine wasn't that much, but with court costs, very expensive. What else would you do driving, but not during a driving test? Honk your horn. Not on there, but good. Yeah, you don't want to honk at anybody during your driving test. What other things might you do when you're normally driving, but you're not going to do them during your driving test? Drink something or eat. Yeah, number 2. Eat or drink something. Not having lunch going down the road while you're having a driving test. What else? Some things you do while you're driving. Drive with one hand. Ooh. Take your shoes off. I'm not getting in the car with any of you. I'm just saying. None of you. Those are not on there, but good. Drink coffee. I think I better drink coffee while I'm having my test. Speed. Speed was number 1, Shannon. These other 2 are also offenses you can get a ticket for. So maybe that'll narrow it down for you. Offenses you can get a ticket for. Roll through the stop. Not quite. That's really close. Tailgate. Adjust your radio. Not on there. So things you could get a ticket for. Your phone. Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's not do the phone while we're doing that. It's not on there, but that's good. We need to add that. Following too close. No, not on there. California stop. Not on there. Running the light. Running the light was number 3. Do not run a red light during your driving test. You will not get your license. Speeding. Speeding was number 1. Throw something out the window. Oh. All right, this last one is something that people think of as a little thing, but you can get a ticket for it. And it's something that's kind of, I don't know, sometimes seems annoying, but it is important. If you're trying to be safety conscious, run the yellow. No, but that's good. No signals. Turn signals. Not on there. Something small. My car yells at me if I don't do this. And I get mad at it every time, but I know it's right. So you kind of have to ignore it. Seatbelt. Yeah, not buckling up. please fasten your seatbelts while you're doing your driving test and the rest of the time, but definitely during your driving test. If you leave your seatbelt off, you're probably also not going to get your license. So just saying. All right, next up. But now that I know all these things about you, yep, never driving with you. See a pattern in copper. I love this type of bracelet. I have this in another color myself. I think mine is silver. Because it looks like stacks of bangles, but it's not. It's actually a cuff bracelet. These cuffs are all lined up on a post. So we have some little textured ones. And then this one has little flattened sections in it. So you can spread them out a little bit, or you can kind of scrunch them together. So they're going to look like a stack of bangles. These are not going to make as much noise. They do make a little bit of noise if you're going to jingle your arm, but not much, because they're not going to move a lot, which makes Caitlin happier. So this is See a Pattern. This is in shiny copper, number 41. Yes, especially if you ever get in an accident, you learn that a seatbelt is not a little thing. Although they do leave some very nice bruises if you ever get in an accident. All right, next up, we have Unpredictable Shimmer in white. These are a combination of rhinestones and pearly beads. So we have our regular solitaire rhinestone up here. We have our pearly bead, and then we have teardrop rhinestones down at the bottom. These are in white. Does your car yell at you too, Shannon, or does Danny do it? This is the length and size. Unpredictable Shimmer in white is number 42. You know when it really annoys me is either when I'm in service, so I'm getting out a lot, or doing Amazon deliveries, and I'm getting out at just like the next house or a couple houses down the street, but I need to move the vehicle up. That's when it really gets on my nerves. Because it seems like a huge pain. All right. Law of the Jungle in purple. This is a pretty plummy purple. Like that alliteration, all those P's. These are oval-shaped beads in between silver bars. 2 layers of those. Earrings, also the little ovals in that plummy purple. This is the length. So laying just above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to lay just below the collar. So right here, not quite to mid-chest. So we have Law of the Jungle in purple. This one is number 43. Number 44. We also have another cuff bracelet. This is called Couture Crusher in gold. It's a pretty hammered gold bracelet. Little diagonal slashes of white rhinestones all the way around. Really, really pretty. Open on the back. So this one is going to be number 44, Couture Crusher in gold. Let me get it to stay on the hook here. And then number 45. I have to move things around while I'm doing this. For 45. This one's called Glamour Goddess in black. Trapezoid shaped black beads, black shiny beads, set in a silver plate. So this is all one piece. It's going to stay still. Curved plate. Then our earrings are little wedges of that plate. This is the length. So sitting right up there, a little bit above the collar, a little bit below. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit at mid-chest. So we have Glamour Goddess. Glamour Goddess in black. Oh, good thought. Body tape to keep the cuff bracelets where you want them. Number 45 for this one. All right, it's time for another question already. Let's see what we have. get a tissue because I've got a cough. All right. Thank you. To clear my throat. All right, 5 answers on this one. It may or may not be related to the last question, just in case you're wondering. Let's go with number 4. Name something people try to get out of. Something people try to get out of. Hi, Daisy. Good to see you. A ticket. That was number 4. Traffic ticket. Got to get out of that traffic ticket. What else do people try to get out of? A car. I hope you're not trying to get out of the car. Jury duty. Number 2. Going to a get-together. A girdle. I won't comment on that, Esley. Daisy, you might need to get your sister over here. Work. Work was number 1. Work, jury duty, traffic ticket. What else might people try to get out of? Pantyhose. That's after the girdle or before? If you're going to wear both, which comes first? Babysitting, not babysitting. Although this may feel like babysitting. Something people try to get out of. Trouble. Number 3. Trouble. That's one for Esley. She said trouble. She's trying to get out of trouble over here, Daisy. Appointments. Appointments was not on there, but that's good. I always try to get out of my appointments. Especially a doctor's appointment. They say you need to come back for a follow-up. I'm like, do I really? Really? Church, not church. Hopefully you're not trying to get out of church. What else might you try to get out of? School. Oh, that's a good one. Not on there. At least it wasn't in the first top 5. It may have been on there. This may come if you don't pay the traffic ticket. Making dinner. I'm always trying to get out of that, Esley. Evidently, they did not ask a woman. Family reunion. Oh, yeah. And the list goes on. Yes, it does. Court. Not court, but if you get out of court, you may have to get out of this. Jail. Jail. People are always trying to get out of jail. We listen to Dateline while we're doing our, I know, it's a bad habit. While we're doing our Amazon routes, we listen to Dateline. And there's always some jailhouse snitch that wants to tell a story so that they can get their sentence reduced. Or so they can get out of jail. And we're like, why do people ever listen to them? Everybody knows they're trying to get out. They're always coming up with some kind of story. I swear, almost every story has a snitch in it. All right. On the edge of edgy in brown, this is kind of a nude color or a natural. This is a light leather, light brown leather. The little triangular pattern in the bottom. This is the length and size. I am really grasping for words today. It's not good. So it's circular. These are on the edge of edgy in a light brown leather. Number 46. Somebody come up with some words for me. I feel like I'm having a stroke. All right, this is City Circus in brass. We have some brass rings with a little texturing on them. I don't know if you can see that. It's almost like a pebble type texturing. Biggest ring in the bottom, and then they get a little smaller as they go up. Double chains on each side. This is the length. So just above the collar with the 2-inch extension, hanging down to almost mid-chest, not quite there. This one is City Circus in brass. I don't need a circus necklace. I live with the circus. This is number 47. Between the kids, the grandkids, the Macs, I don't need to run away with the circus. I am already here. I need to run away from the circus. I keep trying. It hasn't happened yet. All right. Number 48. Number 48 is called Horseshoe Bend in red, and this is a longer one. We have red stones in the bottom. Look at these. They have a little bit of a tan marbling or a light colored marbling. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. There we go, a little streaking through there. These look like a moonstone. And then little silver pieces on the side, shaped kind of like a horseshoe. I would say more like a half circle, because the horseshoe bends in a little bit up at the top. The earrings are those same beads in that transparent red. This is the length. So hanging down almost to mid-abdomen. Mid-abdomen would be like right here. So just above mid-abdomen with the 2-inch extension that's actually going to come down here, so just above the belly button. This one is called Horseshoe Bend. Horseshoe Bend in red. It is number 48. Number 49. Stone sculptures in black. So a little kind of a speckled black. So this is stone. I can feel it. It's cold. There's a little irregular edging around the outside. So a little bit of I just need to stop talking. They're not smooth. This is the length and size. So black stone earrings with the white speckles. These are number 49. My words are all gone. Are they heavy? Not particularly. I mean, they're not our lightest ones. They're also not our heaviest. So kind of right in the middle, Violet. All right. Number 50. Number 50 I put down here. Where did I put it? There we go. Number 50 is Metro Muse in pink. So a little silver chain. This is made up of little silver bars. And then we have little silver bars with pink rhinestones hanging down off the bottom. Little trinkets. The earrings, also those little bars with the pink rhinestones. So a little pretty dainty pink necklace. That's like a medium pink. Medium to hot pink in the rhinestones. This is the length. So about a half an inch above your collar. With the 2-inch extension, though, it's going to come down just below the collar. So right about here. This one is Metro Muse. See if I can get that up close. It did. I don't have any of the other colors currently, Mom. This one is my last one of any color. This was number 50. It was in a, I believe it was in a blue, and I'm not sure. There might be any of the others. I did not, Esley. They sold out in less than a minute, and I didn't go to EMP. I had to deal with somebody who was going to get me some. I am able to get my hands on them if you do want any of those pieces. I can make some trades with some people. So you can let me know privately if there was something you wanted in there. That'd be great. And I will be happy to get those for you. All right, next up, we have tropical foliage. Oops, I forgot to ask the question, but let's finish showing these. Tropical foliage. Some espresso colored wooden earrings, super lightweight, in the leaf shape. This is the length and size. No, a little hard to see because they're dark. These are going to be number 51 tonight. Tropical foliage in brown, number 51. All right. Now we will ask the question. 5 answers on this one. Let's go with number 5. If you live in a city, name a way to get to work. Esley wants number 51, okay? If you live in a city, name a way you're getting to work. Train, that was number 5. Uber, so it could be a car, number 4. You're going to walk. Walk was not on there. Bus was number 1. Subway, number 2. Taxi, number 3. Look at that. You guys are good at this. We have way more answers than we had slots. All right, you got them all. Bus, subway, taxi, car, and train. You got them all. And they could still bike. They could still walk. So there's still some options there. No excuse not to get to work if you're in the city. All right, number 52. These are also leaves. This is called Leaf Ittifate in green. So you have little green faceted beads up at the top, and then silver leaves hanging down from that fish hook. This is the length and size. Let me see if I can get just a little bit better picture. Sometimes it focuses in better than others. Sometimes if I cover my mouth, things focus in. All right, these are going to be number 52. Number 52. Max says he can focus if I close my mouth, if I cover my mouth. He didn't, but he would if he was in here. You know how it is. Number 53. This one is called Starlit Socials in black. So we have the black metal with a strand of white rhinestones inside those frames. Earrings, also those white rhinestones in the black frame. This is the length and size. Let's see if I can turn those all over. It's hard to do when you drop it over the head. So sitting just above the collar with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit just below the collar. So right about here. We got just a couple pieces to go because my throat is getting sore from talking, so I'm going to have to stop. This is Starlit Socials in black. And this is number 53. Number 54. Eco Express in silver. Pretty silver hoops. Trying to get it so you can see the edges. Almost like little marquee shapes all put together. They're textured, so they reflect the light a little differently. This is the length and size. I say that because if they're just a polished metal, it does reflect how, or change how they reflect the light. So these are a little bit textured. Eco Express in silver, number 54. And let's see, last but not least, let's do another purple because this is pretty purple. Pretty purple moonstones. Kind of an elongated gumdrop shape. Little white rhinestones along the bottom edges. Bottom half, really. Okay, this is the length. So sitting just a little bit above the collar, mostly below the collar with the 2-inch extension. And it's going to sit down to mid-chest. This one is called Newport Princess in purple. And it is going to be our last piece of the night. Number 55. All right, so invoices will go out tomorrow so that I can get things in the mail. And hopefully they're not going to take as long. Some of them have been taking a really long time. They've been taking kind of a circuitous route to get to you. Terry, we were just talking about it the other day. Her order has traveled more places recently than she has. So that is happening. I'm trying to get them out as quickly as I can because I know that in some cases the mail is being kind of crazy and being kind of slow. So I'm trying to get things to you as quickly as I can. So watch your email for those invoices. The more quickly you pay them, the more quickly I can send them out. Friday night we'll be back. We have new things coming in this week, so we'll do the new releases, and then there will be no show on Sunday due to Super Bowl Sunday. So we'll see you later this week. Hopefully my voice will be back by then. You guys have a great week and see you later. Good night.